Rick, this is interesting because we've run so far with the markets. The Nasdaq setting another record yesterday. It's been doing that, I think, more than 20% of the time this year. The Russell 2000 is up 100% from its lows back on March 18th. And you think that there's even more room to run. There are a lot of people who are thinking maybe we're a little overstretched and we've run too far. What makes you think that more could happen here?
So a few things, Becky. By the way, I feel like we've been on doing this for the last 6 months or so. I still think we're going. I think there's more to go for a variety of reasons. First of all, we are just starting vaccine. In fact, I just found out my brother got vaccinated today. We are just starting the implementation of vaccine as a doctor, as vaccination comes. Plus, I think people underestimate the amount of stimulus that's going in. We could debate how much is coming in and when it's coming in. But I think from the beginning, people underestimate 10%. When we got the first stimulus bill, it was 10% of GDP. We may get another 5 to 10% of GDP into the system. In our lives, we've never seen anything close to this. So it'll continue to promote the economy higher. And if you think about how life will be 6 months hence, I think there's more room. By the way, I think there's more room for the equity market, not just because I think the economy is going to be buoyant. Listen, we're going to hear from the Fed that they're not going anywhere in terms of easy policy for a long time. You're going to get stimulus. You're going to get more normalcy in the economy. And then, by the way, when we look at the other alternatives, we have in the fixed income market, and the incredible benefit that it's creating for companies, it's a pretty unbelievable point in time as we enter 21.
Hey, Rick, just putting it in those terms, the amount of stimulus that's already gone in and the amount of stimulus or aid, relief, whatever you want to call this, that is likely to still come from Washington, do you think it's unnecessary? Do you think it's not needed right now? Or how do you kind of lay that out?
So I absolutely think more is needed. And, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, the economy is going to do better than people think. However, employment, while improving, we're going to get another disappointing employment report in December. Employment is improving, but we're so far away from maximum employment. And that is job one. That's going to be job one for the new administration. It's going to continue to be job one for the Fed. So but by the way, you think about, and part of why I think the economy will be better, you'll start to see, what drove a lot of employment in the last decade? Restaurants, leisure, travel, services generally. That will start to come back, but it's going to be slower. So, yes, we need more stimulus. And in fact, I would say one thing, which I think has gotten more and more airtime, rightfully so. The system can handle it. We are going through the amount of wealth that's been created, the amount of liquidity in the system, the ability to put some debt onto the system today, particularly given the fact that nominal GDP will dilute the impact that debt is having, is pretty significant. So the system can handle it, and the economy, and particularly employment, needs more of it. And by the way, I think the Fed is now the co-pilot to where fiscal policy is a much more efficient engine today in terms of what gets the economy and employment moving.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.